We are back with the Manchester United career mode, where we are trying to build up Manchester United into a dominant force again, in England but also in Europe. The last few months were actually quite good. We collected a few wins, a lot of wins actually in December and in January, losing though to Fulham in what was an absolute nightmare, drawing with Steaua or FCSB in the Europa League last game, which didn't though affect our run too much as we finished in the playoffs where we have to face Karabakh, that is now for sure in February on the 13th and on the 20th. So we are finishing off the transfer window, we are on deadline day, we are going to skip this big day, and because all our business actually is finished. As in January we didn't do any business actually, just loaning out a couple of youth academy players, that's all. Well, this is our squad going into the second part of the season. I'm going to want to improve a few players in the upcoming seasons, but right now I am quite happy with how we are looking. Apart from the bench, maybe I wanted to get rid of Rashford. Ahmad is still a big part of my plans, but Rashford, there weren't any transfer offers for him. Just a little reminder that with a game in hand, we are sitting in 5th place on 47 points, 7 points behind Chelsea, and we could reduce the deficit to 4 points if we win our next game, which is at Old Trafford against Crystal Palace. I'm going to go with this lineup, Garnacho and Kubo on the wings. Corner kick, Bruno, shortly taken into Garnacho. Can he find Dalot? Yes, this is Diogo Dalot. Now Ruben Neves into Højlund. Højlund cannot get the shot off. It's been a really poor game so far. As Andrij, now Crystal Palace on the attack. Wharton into Gregoric. Now Andrij, who of course made the way to Crystal Palace. We already found that out earlier. Gregoric now trying to get past us. This is Tyrek Mitchell into the penalty box and Onana with the save. We have to create something. Very lackluster so far, the performance. Here's Bruno, maybe now, into Neves, Ruben Neves. Great save by the goalkeeper. Now Crystal Palace are on a dangerous attack. Gregoric, good ball, big chance, and they put it wide. And that's the game done and dusted already. A very disappointing performance to start off the episode, 0-0. For that next game in the FA Cup, we have changed the formation quite a bit. Round 4 against Everton away from home at Goodison Park. Rashford on the left, Ahmad on the right, Mazraoui at right back. We've also got, where is he, Xerxes up top of course. Now I would absolutely love to make a deep FA Cup run as here Xerxes goes up and away already, but he puts it over the bar. Everton on the attack here. Ghana, now Irek Bunam. Into McNeil. We make a bad challenge, but then Martinez with a good one. In what was another very dire game, we get a penalty finally in the 59th minute. Bruno Fernandes up against Jordan Pickford. And he scores. As always, very confident from the spot. Bruno Fernandes puts us into the lead at Goodison Park. Careful as Everton put in a long cross into Armando Broja. Oh, puts it onto the crossbar. Højlund came on as now we can go forward. 1-on-1 maybe soon with the keeper. Rasmus Højlund makes it 2-0 in the 89th minute to seal the deal here at Goodison Park and put us through to the 5th round of the FA Cup. With 2 changes, Maguire and Mainu to the starting 11. Garnacho, Kubo, Dalot, Mendes back as well as Højlund. We go to Azerbaijan to face Karabakh in the first leg of the playoff round of the Europa League. Big turn of events here in the 21st minute. Karabakh get a penalty kick awarded. This is Benzia, but Onana with a big save. This is Rasmus Højlund. Looking for options. Now Mainu again. Yeah, still we've got the ball. Kubo now passes it into Højlund. Trying to take on the defenders. Not one, but 2. Puts it over the bar. Maybe now we've got some space. Neves with a great ball into the feet of Højlund with 1-on-1 with the keeper. And brings us ahead in the 48th minute. Rasmus Højlund delivers. Højlund, can we make it 2 here as Garnacho And now Kubo, and the keeper saves. Great chance. Still a very tight game in the 78th minute. Mainu into Fernandes. Still Bruno Fernandes trying to create some openings in the midfield. Now Mainu into Højlund, who can't get through. And that's the game done and dusted. 1-0 win away from home. Very tight still for the second leg. Next up, away at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, a big game with Mainu in the six. I throw him to the big game here. I want to see what he's all about in those kind of games, just like Ahmad, who play on the right. Here goes Brennan Johnson up against Nuno Mendes, plays the ball into Solanke, who feeds it into Werner, I think. This is Kulusevski or Werner? It is Werner, actually, who brings Tottenham up. What a great cross that was, though, by, who was it again with the cross? Here he is. It was Solanke, yes. Immense cross by Solanke, and great effort by Werner as well to bury that into the net. Here's Nuno Mendes. Jumps over the tackle, but then gets fouled. No, we keep the ball. Possession. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Can he open up? Into Højlund. 1-1. Assist Bruno Fernandes. Goal Rasmus Højlund. We respond right away. Nuno Mendes. Can we once again open them up here through that left side? Mendes. Goalkeeper collects this time. Careful, Brennan Johnson going down that right. Once again going past Martinez. Going past De Ligt as well and making it 2-1 to Spurs. That was way too easy for Johnson, who just opens us up. Great combination here. Once again into danger man Werner, who is much better on FIFA than he is in real life. I want to bring on both Kubo and Mazraoui, as well as maybe even Rashford on the left, to just change a bit things here. Takefusa Kubo. Looking for Dalot, Diogo Dalot. Great turn. Ball into Højlund, who has got a chance, just puts it wide. This is Højlund, Mazraoui. Back into Højlund, great, 1-2. This is Højlund, who brings us once again level in this game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Great play by Mazraoui, the substitute, into Højlund. Here, just look at it, great pass into the path of Rasmus, who has to bury it just like that. It's 2-2. Here's Bentancur into Johnson, who turns the defender, but De Ligt is there and concedes a penalty in the 74th minute. I mean, that is not for real. That is really not for real. Just let's have a look again at this situation. De Ligt tries to block the shot, gets a bit of Johnson, and yeah, I have the same reaction as this guy. Penalty Solanke up against Onana, and Onana saves it. What a save that was. Still though, Tottenham on the attack. Heung-min Son, the danger man, is now on. Gets the ball back. Son makes it 3-2. Son with the third goal. That is what brilliant players can do to you. 3-2 Tottenham Hotspur. I want us to try and find another reaction here. Bruno over the top of the defense into Rasmus Højlund. Højlund! Not enough power on it. De Ligt with a bad ball out the back here. Johnson once again tearing us apart. Even Mazraoui, and he gets another penalty. That is not for real. Again, another penalty. 2 penalties against us. I mean, yeah, that was undisputable though. Solanke takes another penalty. And Onana will save again. Here's the corner though. Madison. And Solanke, twice after conceding a pen, we concede right away after saving the penalty. Solanke decides this game. And we lose this game 4-2. Big defeat away. Well, at home against Karabakh, I'm giving a go to most of the players that don't play that often. Bayindar in goal. We have Martinez captain, Maguire, Dalot, Mendes still play. Garnacho and Ahmad on the wings. Mount plays ahead of instead of Bruno Fernandes. Xerxes up top, and Neves and Mainu in the midfield. You have to regroup after that big loss away to Spurs. And this is where we can do it. Mount gets the ball from Ahmad. Big shot, big save. Careful, here go Karabakh. Big chance, and they go ahead and equalize in the tie, 1-0 to Karabakh. It is a crossing opportunity for Garnacho. Xerxes doesn't get to it. Ahmad, great save again by the keeper. Now Xerxes has to convert that. He's up one-on-one with the keeper. Here is Xerxes who makes it 1-1. Finally, we get that big important goal back. Neves now on the corner. It's not a bad one. Over the top. And that's the game done and dusted. 1-1 on the night. We did just enough to progress to the round of 16. What I have been noticing is that we've been playing quite poorly in the last few games. A big loss to Spurs, yes, the only loss in the last 5. But we've also only won 2 and drawn 2. Against Karabakh, yes, okay, but against Palace, the draw was not great. So we have to regroup still. The game against Karabakh at home wasn't convincing either. Mainu is up to an 80 overall, that's why I'm giving him the start away to Everton. Martinez, De Ligt back together in the starting 11. Mazraoui, I'm going to give the starting spot over Dalot on the right. I want to see more of him. Everton on the attack now. This is Chermiti blocked. We're already in the 60th minute. Not a lot has happened. Maybe now as Rasmus Højlund gets set free. One-on-one with Pickford and he doesn't disappoint. Rasmus Højlund on the score sheet. 1-0 Manchester United. He saves us once again. Free kick for Everton. This is James Garner. Garner sends one into the box. No problem for Onana. We got a big opportunity here. Quite close to the goal. A free kick to Bruno Fernandes. We have to try and whip it over the wall this time. Bruno, but it gets blocked again by the wall. That's the game done and dusted. Another quite uncomfortable game. But we come away with an important 3 points. I'm going to go with both Maguire and Xerxes against Ipswich Town. 20th in the Premier League at this moment. And right in the 5th minute, we already get a penalty kick. It is Bruno Fernandes up against Muric. Fernandes scores, never in doubt, 1-0. Can we create something else than penalties and set pieces? Yes, Kubo, now Dalot. Diogo Dalot, we struggled to score goals lately. Maybe that can change this today. As Xerxes goes into the box but loses balance. Yes, Xerxes now in the 38th. Xerxes, great shot, great save. Ipswich on the attack, careful, they have a real chance but put it wide. Here's Ruben Neves into Garnacho. Garnacho takes Johnson on, crosses the ball. Big chance but Kubo can't get to the head. Xerxes gets the ball in a brilliant position in the 62nd minute and buries it to make it 2-0. That is now much more comfortable. Joshua Xerxes doubles the lead. We could get another one here as Garnacho gets unleashed. This is Alejandro Garnacho's chance. Garnacho! Good save by the keeper. And that's the game done and dusted. 2-0 win, quite comfortable at home. Month of February. Very important wins. 4 wins actually in total. But also 2 draws and of course the 1 loss. So, as I said, a mixed month for February. Next month we will face Olympiacos in the round of 16 of the Champions League. We'll travel away to Coventry in the FA Cup and play Arsenal in a big clash of the forces of the Premier League. But that will happen in the next episode. I'm going to show you the Premier League table where we are still in 5th and only 3 points actually of Manchester City still. So all of the teams around us keep losing. Yeah, Man City have only won 17 out of their 27 games. They are in first, granted, but on 57 points and still gettable. Last thing I wanted to show you was the Europa League fixtures of the round of 16. Slavia Prague Spurs, PAOK against Athletic Club, Man United against Olympiacos, Frankfurt against Galatasaray, we have Besiktas against Braga, Lazio against Nice, Ajax against Fenerbahce, and Rangers against Ferencvárosi. So, a lot of interesting fixtures. Spurs probably the strongest out of all those teams. We've certainly also got Lazio to keep an eye on, and the Turkish clubs always, and certainly also, I nearly forgot them, Athletic Club. So yeah, stay tuned for the next episode. For now I'm going to say goodbye until next time.